What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and Everton have beaten Leeds 3-0 at Goodison Park today. Really positive game for pretty much all of it. There's no negatives. There's no player digging today. There's no tactical breakdowns, any of this poor stuff. Today is all about emotion. And first of all, I couldn't get to the game today. It was meant to be it is my anniversary. Couldn't get to it because we were meant to be going out. Then we weren't going out, but by that time I couldn't get tickets. Tried to get a spare this morning, couldn't get one. Because everyone wanted to be there, rightly so, and they did a phenomenal job. All 40,000 of you in that stadium today were exceptional. Well done. Honestly, the atmosphere was incredible, and I was watching it on telly. It was absolutely brilliant, and you all deserve everything, medals, beers, the works, whatever you want, you deserve today, because you were absolutely exceptional. And I said this in the video the other day. I said Everton has to be a fortress. Everton have to be a fortress. Goodison Park is where Everton are going to get enough points to stay in this division. And by God, have we shown it. In the last two games, Everton at Goodison Park have scored 7 goals. Brentford and Leeds, we've scored 7 goals, and we've looked so aggressive. We've looked so dominant. We've looked so forward-thinking, and today was no exception. You know, from literally with the first 5 minutes, we've already had 2 shots on target. Yeah, they were tame, but it was intense, you know, and then game pushes on, and the first Everton goal is just real quality. It's just real quality. It's just real clever football. And, you know, ball comes over. It's nice, intricate footing. It starts with Seamus. Seamus plays the ball over. Ball gets played inside. Ball comes across. Calvert-Lewin just doesn't quite get there. He makes it, I think it was to Calvert-Lewin. The keeper makes a save anyway. Bounces back to Coleman. And he flies in. And he makes it 1-0. And honestly, my head was gone. Absolute head was gone. Then we scored a second just before, which again was really lovely football. Everton get a corner, ball comes over, big Michael Keane there, stamps it in for 2-0, and we went in at half-time in such a commanding lead. Such a commanding lead, in such a... It was a tone set for Leeds. Marcelo Bielsa got called into an early substitution, which probably didn't help Leeds at all. But, yeah, they were rattled. At the second half, Leeds make 2 further changes. Tyler Roberts and Adam Forshaw comes on. And nothing really changed. The game was a bit more scrappy. There wasn't much in it. It wasn't great from a footballing perspective, but the fans were still there. The crowd was still there. The intensity was still there. The genuine aggression in the challenges was still there, and it was phenomenal to see. It was absolutely brilliant. And towards the end, Everton do make it through. Ball gets played into Richarlison. He takes a couple of steps out, hits it with his left foot, and it scores. The ball goes in, but it bounces off Gordon, who was in an onside position at the time. So Anthony Gordon scored his 3rd goal in an Everton shirt today, and I think Richarlison will be a bit pissed about it, but irrespective of any of that, we won the game. And I want to give some special mentions. It's important to mention some of the players who were absolutely epic today. And I don't use that word epic very often. I thought Mason Holgate at the back, solid. Donny van der Beek in the middle of the park is class. Class. John Joe, Cafu, Kenny. Oh my God. In the first half, he's doing Cruyff's turns. He's beating people. He's delivering balls. He's playing little cutty balls on the inside and then making space for himself. Phenomenal. Brilliant today. Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobinio. Absolutely brilliant again today. He has these games where he looks good and then he looks really bad, but today was one of them good games, and he was exceptional today. Unlucky not to get on the score sheet. Did have a couple of efforts. It was really good football. He could beat the man today. He could pass the ball well. I don't remember a time when I sort of went, typical Iwobi. There wasn't any of that. He was sensational today and absolutely deserves the credit that he rightly will get today. In terms of man of the match, I really don't know. I really don't know, because there were so many players who I thought were brilliant. I thought Allen was great. Donny van der Beek was great. I thought Richarlison worked tirelessly all game. He was Everton today. You know, you could tell it was his heart on the line today, and he looked well up for it. He was brilliant. Calvert-Lewin was just winning the ball or controlling play or standing the defenders off. Brilliant stuff. And there's no negatives. No matter what anyone says, no matter what the Echo publishes their player ratings, because that'll always be shit. Every single Everton player today, sensational. Coleman kept Harrison firmly in the pocket. Leeds had to bring off Rafinha at half-time. And, you know, you'll know Connor, you'll know Joe, and you'll know other Leeds people that have been on the channel. And I have nothing against Leeds. I like Leeds as a club, but they just didn't turn up today. From a Leeds perspective today, I think you'd be very disappointed. They didn't really lay a glove on Everton. There was a couple of opportunities. I mean, Rodrigo, very unlucky. I think he hits it's probably the crossbar. It was the corner of the goal and the very top of the crossbar in the first half from about 20 yards, 25, maybe 30 yards. It was fun. It was fun to cunting shots, but it was brilliant. It was really, really good, but it just didn't quite go in for him. But there wasn't that Leeds that we saw against Villa. There wasn't that intensity in their play. I think anything Leeds threw at us today, Everton had an answer for. And that might have been because Everton were fantastic, and it might have been because Leeds were poor. But irrespective of any of that, Everton were brilliant today. And the crowd were phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. And there was little sections of play that stand out. Anthony Gordon picking up the ball and beating the Leeds right back and just delivering that ball into the box. Nice, easy football, but Anthony Gordon does it so well. He glides with the football. He makes it look very easy. It was lovely play. Iwobi, again, just lovely little delicate touches, a few round the corner. Dele Alli comes on, swings a little ball. Just gets the outside of his boot and puts it just wide. Well, I say just wide. It was well wide, but it was a very difficult executed shot. But it was Everton shooting. It was the intensity. And just on about the 88th minute, ball comes over to Dele Alli on the right-hand side, and he whips in a ball, which is absolutely phenomenal. And Rondon gets on the end of it and smashes it. And Meslier for Leeds makes an absolutely unreal save. He's diving to his left, and he just flicks it with his hand. But honestly, I'm surprised the hand didn't come off. I'm surprised the arm was not gone after that kick, because he hit it so hard. It was an astonishing performance. It was exactly what Everton needed. We were poor against Newcastle. Disappointingly poor. No fight in the team whatsoever. Today, those 11 players and those 3 substitutions, or however many we made in the end, phenomenal. El Ghazi coming on, just wants to get on the ball, be quick with it. Dele Alli, a bit more composed than he was against Newcastle, much better. He come on for Calvert-Lewin, who was blowing out of his arse at that point, to be honest. He needs matches, Calvert-Lewin. He needs matches. Sensational. Honestly, I've got no other words for it. It was absolutely brilliant today, and I'm proud to be a Blue today. You know, I'm proud. It's made my weekend. I'm really, really happy, and that gives us a little bit of breathing room with the teams below us. We're on 22 points now. Obviously, that isn't great after 22 games, but it just gives us that little bit of breathing room. I think it's 5 points. We go into a Southampton game next week, which is a must-win, really. I mean, these don't change. And we've just got to get a result. But there's no negatives from today. None. I thought Pickford was commanding. Keane, good. Holgate, good. Coleman, good. Kenny, Cafu, Alan. It's just, honestly, the whole team was fantastic. And it's been a long time since we've been able to come on air and consistently say that. And we've won 2 home games on the bounce, which doesn't sound like a massive amount for a club like Everton. We should be winning our home games. But today and after the performance against Newcastle, it meant something. And today, I'm absolutely buzzing. So, look, guys, I'm leaving it there. I'm absolutely gassed. Keep smiling and, up the toffees. Peace.